Welcome back to the Graveyard Shift, where two idiots talk all. I'm your host Graham, and today I'm joined by my special guest star and co-host for this episode, Miranda.
Hi! We are talking about Subnautica today, and for the record, I should mention that the co-host that is missing, Mr. Hayden,
Does not believe this is anything horror related.
Exactly.
But as a game that gave me Phasmophobia, this is horror related.
This is a horror game.
Whether the developers intended it or not, this is definitely, I don't know, for me it has like a very big part of my growing up. Because I remember Subnautica in the early days.
I don't know about growing up, my friend, because you were still like 20-something.
No, I watched Markiplier like playing this in like the pre-alpha days.
What year was that?
I don't know, like 2018, like so, it was like maybe like right before college or last year of high school.
Not growing up. That's coming of age, but okay, whatever.
Okay, same thing though.
Not really.
Yes.
You don't do as much. You want to bring my psychology.
No, I do not need to be psychology inside
cool.
this episode. This episode's already stressful enough. Because I have to edit this thing.
Oh, you would like to tell the viewers that?
Oh, they know it.
Oh. Yeah.
I have a whole video about it.
I mentioned it?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
I had a whole video about it.
Pray for him.
Okay, so...
Subnautica. By the way, I know you are scared of this game because, like, you hate the ocean.
I hate the ocean so much.
And then there's me that loves the ocean. Here's the stark contrast between the two people that are sitting here. You hate the ocean. Like, I think you only, like, walk inside the ocean. Like, you don't go very deep inside the ocean,
No, I
right?
don't. No.
Like, how far? Is it feet? Is it ankles? Is it, like, knees?
I don't go, like, knees.
You don't go below the knees.
Yeah, but also part of that's also medical reasons, too.
Well, yeah, but still, regardless, you don't go much further.
No, I don't. Even as a kid, I really did not.
You get inside of other water.
Yeah, I'm fine with water. I'm not scared of water. It's the ocean.
Yeah. So listen, viewers, then there's me that I traveled to Florida with my fiance for Christmas, and I went and saw the ocean for the first time ever in my life. Forever. In my 20s, saw the ocean for the first time. I got to the ocean, and me being the strong swimmer I was, click. Your water bottle's loud.
Yes, I know. You should, though.
So we get to the ocean. I go, because I'm a confident swimmer, and I go, like, waist deep. I go to my shoulders, and then I can't touch. I go to no touching in an ocean with, like, certain flags up, and I didn't know the flag types, so my fiance at the time was terrified, and he literally told me, like, you're literally scaring me right now. I'm like, great. Well, I apologize, but I also said I'd totally do it again.
Granted, I don't know the flag types either, but I never need to know the flag types because I will never go towards the flags.
I'm pretty sure that the lifeguard was whistling at me to come back to the shore, but I didn't know who he was whistling to because there's people out there further than me. So, who's the real daredevil here? Me or the others?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So, one thing I would like to know, I love boats. I love being on boats, but I don't like swimming in the ocean. Slightly. But no, like
we're not going to talk about your Titanic fanfic over here.
Well, I was going to mention the ferry ride that I had to do.
What ferry ride?
Whenever we went to Gulf Shores for my sister's wedding, we accidentally got in the ferry lane.
So you guys almost crashed into ships?
No, we had to get on the ferry to go over to the Gulf Shores.
Oh, I bet that was fun and terrifying.
Oh, I had a blast.
Oh, was it good?
Like, I think I had a smile on my face.
Probably the entire time.
Big. So big.
Sounds like you going to the Science Center in St. Louis. Like,
right?
A smile the entire time. Except whenever you were third wheeled.
No, I just had a smile on my face the entire time.
You ignored them.
Yeah, so I hate the ocean. One of the scariest moments for me, and I'm going to bring this up right now, in this game was hearing one of the distant roars of a reaper.
I think the Reaper's the scariest thing inside this entire thing.
Oh, without a doubt.
I've thought of a time.
Okay, hold on. So I hear a distant roar of the reaper, and I'm in my sea moth, and I look down, and I just see it gradually swimming, like it's swimming away from me, but it's just like moving towards the direction I go, and I book it. I don't know. If I could have broke time and space right there, that still would not happen fast enough to get back to my base. Like, I booked it home without stopping, without taking a look, anything. I went straight to my scanner room and tried making sure the Reaper didn't follow me.
Even though, like, it's not allowed inside the shallows, like, regardless of how...
it will follow you.
What?
Yeah.
I thought it was, like, game breaking if it followed you there.
I mean, it is game breaking. It's not supposed to, but it will sometimes.
Oh.
Yeah, like, if you lead it with your sea moth, it will, like, follow you and keep attacking you. Yeah. No, I booked it home. It never attacked me, but I was generally scared crapless in that moment. What was your moment? Because I guess we're starting off with our scary moments.
I think mine's pretty stereotypical. I was around the
back of the Aurora?
Yeah, I was near the Aurora. I didn't think I was close enough to the back, to be honest. I didn't think I was that close to it. I thought I was like on the side of it because I was trying to not go really back there.
Well, they also spawn on the side of it too.
Yeah, I know. I figured that out the hard way.
Okay. Because that's where I was during that moment.
I didn't hear any roars. I didn't hear nothing. And then suddenly, wah! And he grabs me and tosses me. And then I book it home. And I'm like, nope, screw that. Never going back.
Yeah.
Until, you have to go back. And you have to do all the things. Because...
Actually, I never went to the back and do my playthrough. The save I showed you...
There's good stuff back there, though.
I never went back there.
You never went back?
No.
Oh.
I never went to the back. On my very first playthrough on my computer at the time, I did go in the back and get some resources. But on the save that I just showed you, I never went to the back.
I think Graham should go back to...
Nope. I went to the dunes. I did go to the dunes.
Isn't the dunes less dangerous?
No, the dunes spawns like 6 or 7 reapers.
Ew.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's way too many snake bitey hands.
Yeah. Alright, so we got off track.
We're going to do this. I hope you're well aware.
They're used to this.
Aren't you medicated for ADHD?
No. I mean, I'm diagnosed.
Yeah.
But I'm not medicated.
Diagnosed, undiagnosed, and then some autism sprinkled in there. Yeah. This is gonna be screwy.
No. The Hayden and I are the same way. It's fine.
Yeah, but Hayden's medicated.
He still gets off track. He still gets off track. So we're gonna start with the story. So the story is we don't really know the position of the
It's just a guy.
I believe his name is Riley. We know his name, Riley.
Oh, I didn't know there was a name.
Yeah, unless I'm making that up. I could be thinking of Subnautica
below zero. I wanted to be a female. Sorry.
I could be thinking of Subnautica below zero because I can't think of those names on top of my head.
Nope. I didn't even finish that game yet.
You haven't finished Subnautica yet.
Listen, I watched the videos.
Listen,
this is my brain. I watched all the videos. I don't know why I can't seem to get myself to finish a freaking game.
Unless if it has something to do with Zelda.
I mean, I finished Breath of the Wild, yeah.
Unless it has something to do with
I finished Animal Crossing, but there's not really a quote-unquote finish to Animal Crossing.
No, there's not really a finish. I mean, there's an end to this game, but like you can still play it after you finish it.
Yeah, because what's the point of going home being that you get a bill of like 1 billion credits?
You're skipping so far ahead. Spoilers.
They know we're going to talk about spoilers already.
Okay, so your ship, the Aurora, crashes on this planet.
Boom.
456b, right? And this is 445.
Your guess is good as mine, babe.
I think it's either 4456b or it's 456b.
We're gonna have so many haters in the comments. You don't know this game at all.
I got like one number off. I got the 5 and 6 mixed up. That's what's gonna happen.
You mixed it up.
And he crashed on this planet, and it's just mainly ocean. It's like 90% ocean, 95% ocean.
Yeah.
And there's that moment you get out of the life pod, and the music is like all dramatic and stuff, and you just scan, and all you see is the aurora and nothing but the ocean.
Don't forget the crash down that you see your ship blow up, and then suddenly you're flying everywhere, and it almost gives you nausea.
Probably did give you nausea. I mean, you got hit in the head.
Gave the character nausea, but you who were sitting there on the screen going, "Whoa!" Then it's like.
See, that doesn't bother me as much.
It bothered me a little bit, but it was okay.
Yeah.
So you crash land. You're in the shallows, and you have to figure out how to survive. The aurora starts to blow up.
That's after like the first 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, first 2 or 4 days you start to figure things out.
There was one time I tried to see what would happen. I went in creative mode for this. And I tried to see what would happen, like if you go to the back of the aurora and it blows up, just because I was kind of curious. I was kind of like, oh, maybe something happens, screen shakes or something. Yeah, I missed it. I slept to make the day, I slept to skip the night, and I missed it.
Oh, it blew up during the nighttime?
Yep.
Oh, it knew.
I was so sad.
It knew you were trying to catch it.
And then I spent like 2 hours or something doing all of that, and I was like, I don't have the energy to. I don't think it was 2 hours. I think it was like an hour or something.
So then you're splashed with radiation, and then isn't it like a few days later then you start to notice like animals start popping up with like weird stuff on them?
I don't know. I never took note of that. But like, there's something really special about the early days of these type of games, in my opinion. When you're still trying to figure it out, and you're still trying to.
Wow, Grab.
When you're still trying to figure it out, and you're still trying to get like you're trying to figure out your surrounding. I don't know. I've always like been fond of early days, like especially in like Minecraft, and I'm playing the Space Subnautica right now.
Space Nautica.
That's not what its name. I'll have to put a name in the description now.
I thought it was Space Nautica.
No. It is.
Pretty sure it's something like Space Nautica, whatever.
It is. They won't see the screen, so it's fine.
Oh, you're gonna look it up inside your downloads.
Yeah.
Astromedica.
Yeah, something like that.
Astromedica, y'all.
Yeah, so I'm playing that, and I like early game stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's why I have the most fun, I think. Because you're still trying to find the resources and stuff, and you're still trying to scramble around.
Oh no, man! I think you had a lot of fun making freaking like 20 bases on your world.
We'll get to that later. You're gonna hate me in Subnautica too.
Yeah, no kidding. Since there's multiplayer, and you organize your stuff a certain way, and then there's me that I'm like, ah.
Oh my gosh, your base.
Your base almost made you have a conniption fit. Okay, y'all, listen. This man has a full room of just nothing but freaking water filters.
Yep, 6 wall filters.
And then there's me with a room that has a bioreactor in the middle, 2 water filters on the sides, decorations from like one of the land things, or from like in the depths that they had some science materials down there inside of one of the underwater bases that blew up. And then like I have plants so I can have food, and there's a trash can, and Graham would almost had a conniption fit.
That's just one room. That is just one room.
He's very organized and kind of OCD.
But see, it's funny. I'm not like that in Minecraft.
Yeah, no, you throw stuff into freaking bins, and then I get annoyed at you.
Like, it's really funny because, like, in Subnautica, I'm very particular about how I organize things.
And then Minecraft, you're like, I could care less. You throw it all in there and say, Miranda, there's a chest of my junk.
But, like, really, that's what's
yes,
happening.
I know. It's literally all the time. I can't wait to figure out how we're going to do a TARDIS, because I highly doubt we're going to drive our TARDISes everywhere at the same time. We're probably going to pick one.
Probably. Like, be real.
I'm probably just gonna pick one. I hope it's mine because mine has a bunch of craziness in it.
So is mine. Okay, getting off topic.
Yeah, I know, but we haven't played Minecraft and I miss it. Subnautica.
But yeah, so like in my base, I had 2 layers of lockers is what it's called. And each locker has a different resource.
You're
So like
confusing Minecraft and Subnautica now.
Yes.
Chests, lockers.
But like so like I have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This man's gonna count them.
I think I have like 6 chests of titanium.
Oh,
6 lockers of titanium. Which like I over collected in Subnautica.
No kidding.
And I realized that the 6 ball filtration machines are so overpowered.
Yeah, you have way too many.
Yes.
And then for some odd reason, your base isn't exploding due to how much power it requires.
Yeah, it costs like what 3,000.
It has like 3,000 power apparently.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you have so much. Being you only have like 2 bioreactors.
No, I have a nuclear.
Oh, you have a nuclear reactor.
And solar panels.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, I had a nuclear reactor.
Still awful.
Yeah, I have a bioreactor, nuclear reactor, and I think I have a few solar panels.
Tell this man he doesn't need that much power in a freaking base because he doesn't need that much water.
I have a tile chest full of water.
An entire locker of water in your base, an entire locker of it in your freaking Cyclops.
Yes.
You're overcompensating, buddy. You don't need that.
I always panicked in Subnautica that I would get like lost somewhere and get trapped, and I'll be like, "Oh crap, I need water."
This sounds like the stereotypical story of Graham's life.
Yep.
But
so
also not, because sometimes you're just like, it's fine, everything's fine, everything's on fire around you, it's fine. No, it's not fine. Stop it.
The story. Let's get back to the story. What am I supposed to be talking about?
At this point, I don't know where we are.
I don't know. We haven't. The ship landed.
No,
it crashed.
Oh, it blew up too.
Yeah, it blew up. So you have to go repair it. Well, you have to make the radiation suit.
Yep.
And then you have to go repair it.
And then you gotta repair it. Yeah. Which is a pain in the butt.
Yeah,
you have to find all the pieces to the tools, and then you have to make the tools, and then you have to go in there, do the thing, and the stupid crabs that bite you.
It's for some odd reason I hate swimming in wrecks inside this game. Like I always get like.
But you get nervous, and then you start running around like a scared little.
No, I don't get nervous. I get lost.
Oh, and then you panic.
And then I panic.
There's the panic.
But like I always got lost in wrecks, like the big ones at least.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I never could like do it. I just never could do it. I always had to wait till I got to sea moth and just do that. Which, by the way, sea moth is like one of the best vehicles in games.
Yes, it is.
Like
I don't really like using my prawn suit because.
Me neither.
I don't like using it. I like using my little sea moth.
Me neither. Like people always say the prawn is like one of the best. I'm like, but sea moth.
I don't know. Listen, I can't get it to do what a bunch of people know how to make it do of like swinging like crazy.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. I just start swinging and it's like, bleh. I'm
okay.
Like, okay, bye.
So we should also mention this. We both play on different consoles.
Yeah, I play on Nintendo Switch.
I played Subnautica all the way through on the computer, and then I also play all the way through on the Xbox too. So I have 2 different. Well, I lost the computer save because I don't have my computer anymore.
It blew up like the freaking Aurora.
It didn't blow up.
It could have. Your computer was awful.
I'm pretty sure it's still in my room actually.
It probably is.
It just doesn't work anymore. It's
blue screen death.
Yeah.
Bye.
But yeah, so I also have it on the Xbox too, and I'd love to save on the Xbox. You even said like, why don't you just make a new save? But I'm like, I put so much work inside the save.
Can't you have multiple save files?
You can.
Okay, then play it again.
I put so much work into that save.
Play it again.
If I play it again, it's screen on the computer.
Okay.
Actually, I do want to play Below Zero again.
Oh, okay.
But that's getting off topic again.
Yeah.
Because we're not talking about those yet. We will. We will.
I don't even know I've gotten through half that game. I don't know where I'm at. I don't even have nothing.
You didn't even know where you're at in Subnautica.
Yeah,
like,
I know, but I'm pretty sure
ago.
I know where I'm trying to go, and I think I know what to do next. So I might become hyper-focused for a week due to you. So congratulations.
You're welcome.
You gave me a hyperfixation.
So what I'm hearing is you just need to restart below 0.
I don't know about restart. I don't think I'll restart. I might just hop into wherever the heck I'm at.
Yeah. Anyway,
Roar blows up.
Well, you fix the Aurora, you fix the radiation, which is a massive pain because you have to go through the ship and all that. And then you have to...
You start collecting life pods because the life pods then lead you to get a distress signal from, like, out yourself.
Yeah.
It travels far enough that it reaches a ship and they contact you. Yeah.
So, I love the sunbeam in the old days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just the voices and, like, the guy's, like, not taking it seriously until he sees the wreckage and he's like, survivors, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't know it was this bad.
Yeah.
And so, you get a signal that takes you to an island, which I think people call the Gun Island. That's what I always call it.
The Gun Island.
I always call it the Gun Island and the Mountain Island.
I mean, that's fair.
So you go to the Gun Island, and I will admit I was already there multiple times before the sunbeam arrived. Both islands.
Oh, I wasn't. I didn't travel that far.
I did. I already had a sea moth and everything.
I'm slow.
After watching multiple playthroughs and playing the game, I was like, yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, that kind of transfer doesn't happen for me.
Yeah.
I still have to go and do it, and I'm still like, I don't know where the heck that is.
Hence why you have so many beacons.
Well, it makes the HUD look stupid.
Also, I just remember this. On my computer save, I ventured off to the dunes, because this is like back when I didn't really know where anything was in the game. And I ventured off to the dunes, saw the Reaper, left, made a beacon that said, in all caps, "Do not enter." And placed it there, and never entered again.
That's not right. I mean, it's terrifying going over there. Do they attack Cyclops too?
Yeah. Oh. I have a story about that later. Don't worry.
Gosh.
Yeah. And so you go to the Gun Island, and the sunbeam strikes land, and all of a sudden this massive building powers up and shoots down the sunbeam, and it explodes and everything.
Yep, dies. Everyone dies.
We think.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
There was some theories. I thought I saw some videos on maybe those possible survivors.
Okay, I didn't look into that, but the Reaper
I could
probably
be also
got
making
him.
that. I could be also making that up too. Oh yeah, because there's Reapers over there. I have another story about that one too.
There's Reapers over there.
Yeah.
There's Reapers everywhere. Don't forget, whenever you, like, after the gun shoots, you then get back into the water and the teleporters start to show up.
Yes, and that's when the Sea Emperor contacts you the first time, which is always funny watching people's
Remember,
reactions.
the building tells you have a disease, and you're like, what the heck do you mean I have a disease? And then you scan yourself, and it's like, you are infected.
Yeah, so you have something called the Kra, and you know that the planet is under quarantine, which is why it's shooting everything down, because these people, oh shoot, what are they called?
I was about to say Forerunners, but then I'm like...
That's Halo.
That's freaking Halo, so that's wrong.
Is that all facts?
All facts? What?
Artifacts.
I thought you said all facts, like freaking Carfax. What, you want the Carfax?
This is good thing about having a computer
ginormous
in front of you.
I mean, yeah, it works, but they can hear every single little thing you move.
It's fine. No. It was only 24 minutes, so we're fine.
Wait, where?
Okay, so you learn that the architects quarantined this planet.
Mm-hmm.
And then you learn, I probably hit a key and pause it because I have some key binds.
Well, dang, then you guys missed some cool stuff of us gabbing. We'll
That's
never
fine.
get that moment again.
No, we never will. Anyway, you meet the you don't meet the architects inside this game, but you learn about them, and you learn that they released this bacteria called the coral, and
Very advanced species, too.
very advanced. And they built all the stuff to try to contain it, and it didn't work, and we don't really know what happened to them. At least without giving you spoilers.
And I'm pretty sure they died.
Probably. I mean, it's very something that they died.
What, are you trying not to spoil Below Zero?
Kind of, yes.
Okay.
Because you do learn some cool information inside that game. You may have actually already learned it. I'm not entirely sure. No.
I don't know. That's enough.
So, I need to drink.
Warpers show up. You start to have to explore because the Reaper, the Sea Dragon.
Yes.
The
So
Sea Emperor.
Sea Emperor.
Sea Emperor contacts you through a creepy vision, and you start your search to try to find her. And you come across on this journey a bunch of new creatures, especially the Warpers. The Warpers become so annoying. And also, they're dangerous.
They never annoyed me as much.
They're dangerous, though. They teleported me multiple times. They
teleported me, but I just didn't really, it really wasn't a big deal. I knew how to avoid them.
Yeah.
I just whenever I saw them, I just went in the opposite direction. Yeah, so you eventually start collecting Cyclops fragments. I love the Cyclops.
I mean, the Cyclops is the best because it's a big, massive ship that you can customize and you can paint and you can put stuff inside of it.
There was this one video I watched years ago of a guy who made a Cyclops his entire base.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I bet he almost broke the game with that.
I don't think so. I mean, he was able to beat it and everything.
That's
if I remember correctly.
crazy.
It's been a while since I've seen the video.
How on earth did he do that without a place to charge that thing's batteries?
I mean, I think he may have had a small thing to charge batteries, but it wasn't that was his main base.
Nice.
Yeah. But I kind of did something very similar in my playthrough. I made sure the Cyclops had everything I needed in case if I got trapped somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
As you saw, I had more than enough water, more than enough food, and all that.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
Yeah.
Of your overabundance.
Yes. So the way I played my games is I like making these outposts around the map.
Especially with Subnautica.
Yes. And I would always name these outposts different letters of the Greek alphabet. So I had Alpha, Beta, Sigma, Delta, Theta, Lambda, Upsilon, Upsilon, and...
Sound like he's talking Simlish.
Right? But to me, that's always how I just organize things.
Yeah.
Especially in Subnautica. I think I did the same thing in both playthroughs.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. And I just... Mainly for resources.
Yeah.
Because you get different resources in different areas. I was like, okay, I don't really want to swim all the way there, have to swim all the way back. I want a base that I can rest in.
Yeah.
Especially in finding rubies was such a pain to find.
Yeah, they are.
I hate finding rubies and having to find them. So I always I made a base over that area, and I always get as many as I humanly could. So that way I wouldn't have to come back for a while.
We got off track again. So we start our search for the Sea Emperor, and you come across everything.
Yeah.
And you start coming across wrecks, old sites. While the Warpers are chasing you, you meet new creatures. Oh my gosh, the Ghost Leviathan of the
Hold on. So, you get a signal for a life pod inside the Blood Kelp Zone. Which, okay, did you know a ghost can spawn out there?
No.
Yeah.
It can?
Yep.
How big is the chance of that?
I saw my very, second or third time out there. I was building my base, or I was entering my base, I can't remember which one.
And a ghost.
And I saw a ghost. Never saw it again.
Granted,
I didn't go out searching for it.
Yeah, probably want to search for it.
Yeah, a ghost can spawn out there.
That's creepy.
And
those things are dangerous.
Yes. I remember one time I was actually out to the story there. Anyway, you get a life pod, and it's all the way at the bottom of the blood kelp zone, and off to the left of the life pod, you see this ginormous hole opening.
Yeah.
And that takes you to the Lost River. What are your thoughts on the Lost River?
It's a little bit creepy. But also, like, I like going down there. What are you doing?
I'm fixing it. My OCD was driving me nuts, just what was lifted.
He just fixed my shirt because it annoyed him.
Yes.
This is what he does.
Yes.
I don't know. The Lost River, it's not bad. The only thing is that stupid ghost Leviathan that gets in your way. So you have to like edge
There's like
on.
3 and 4 down there.
Yeah, I know, but I usually only see one at a time because I usually book it as fast as I can.
There's 2 at the entrance of a blood kelp. Yeah, those 2 over there.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Don't you take the Cyclops down there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I took the sea moth down there earlier today.
Oh gosh.
And I had to like scan the walls so that way the ghost would just ignore me.
Yeah, see, it's edging on the wall so bad that you're just like, ew.
I
will have to say, fixing the Cyclops though is more annoying than fixing like the other ones because you can just go to the other ones, and then the Cyclops you have to actually find what's wrong.
Yes.
And if your Cyclops blows up, your other vehicle blows up.
I never lost a vehicle.
You never lost one?
Nope.
I totally lost one.
The only time I ever lost a vehicle, my save got corrupted and sent me back 40 minutes when I still had the vehicle.
Are you not going to talk about the freaking prawn suit you apparently have in the depths? Even though you have
Yes, I have no clue what that is.
Like, where is it?
So
does it exist? Does it not exist?
We never actually investigated that.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
I got distracted.
Yeah, you lost a ship.
I don't think. No, I generally think if I remember correctly, I made 2 prawn suits and kept one up on top and one in the lava zone, so that way I didn't have to worry about traveling between them.
Oh, well, dang.
If I remember correctly. Now. This is technically not me losing vehicles. On my PC game save, my game would bug out in the lava zone and my prawn suit would always go through the floor.
Dang, that sucks.
So technically, I do not count that as losing a vehicle.
Yeah, no.
Because that was not my fault. It did not get blown up by a creature.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Alright, we need to get going.
We're fine. We're 30 minutes in, it's fine. We're fine.
I really want chips and salsa, y'all.
Okay.
So just saying. That's why. Miranda's getting hangry.
Okay. So you go to the Lost River and you find the disease research center.
Mm-hmm.
And you can kind of make the assumption that whatever creature started the bacteria, the crawl virus, happened there and it escaped and infected the rest of the ocean.
See, I heard it a different way.
What?
I took that disease research center differently. I thought something, escaped, but also the sea dragon. Like the sea emperor, like a baby of it was there.
See, I always thought that's where the, whatever animal they were researching for the disease.
See, I thought
escaped.
that they got another sea emperor, that there was 2, because there was a baby and then there was the big one. Remember, there's bones inside of the Lost River that look like the sea emperor.
They're all?
Yeah, those big ones.
The big one, like the massive one?
Yeah, isn't that a sea emperor bones?
No, that is called the Gigantian Leviathan that went extinct.
Oh.
And there is a mod.
That puts that in there?
Yes, I can't remember what the mod is called. I think it's
That's
something
terrifying.
Ancestors. And yeah, it is generally terrifying. I'll show you videos later of it.
Okay.
But yeah, so no, those are different bones. There are Reaper bones down there. Because it is under the assumption that sea dragons used to go up and kill Reapers and eat them and bring them back down.
They should totally go back up there and kill the rest of them.
No, because then we have to deal with them.
I mean, they're not as bad.
True.
They're way slower. Yeah, they breathe fire. Yeah, they.
Honestly, the Reapers are the only thing that really scares me.
Yeah,
inside
the
this
sea
game.
dragons don't really scare me. Like,
The
I
ghosts
will
don't
avoid
really
you.
scare me.
The ghosts are just creepy.
They're creepy, but like they only scared me the first few times.
Yeah. So you get through the Lost River. You go through the center, the disease center.
And then you find the ghost tree.
Yeah.
Because that's where I think you're trying to make your base, you said.
Yeah, I'm trying to set it up on the side of it.
Yeah.
Because there's the ghost tree with all the pretty things that are flying all around it. And I want to put a base in there because, I mean, that's where the rest of the game is going to happen.
Yes. That tree's so cool looking.
Yeah, that's why I want to put a base there. Why else do you think? Because there's like one perfect ledge that you could, if I were to put a window, put a bunch of windows like you do,
Yeah.
you can look straight at it and it's so pretty and it has all the cool flying stuff all around it.
Yes. It's also like the most peaceful spot in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's nothing there to kill you.
I mean, it's same in the Safe Shallows.
Yeah, no, stuff can still kill you.
I guess you have a crash risk, don't you?
Yeah, it can still kill you.
So then you go to the lava zone and you find another like alien central thing. I can't remember what that one is.
It just keeps on leading you down.
Well, no, you find like another alien thing, alien containment, not alien containment, but like another alien structure.
I think it's containment center, but I don't think it was big enough. Because they were trying to hold something.
Maybe. I never went to that one just because I could never find it. You have to go to this mountain in the middle of the lava zone, and go find a hole that goes inside the mountain, and then the things inside the middle.
Oh.
It was always a pain in the butt to find.
But then you keep going and you find the big open area.
Yes, with like two sea dragons.
Yeah, but
and it's
like
not full of lava.
Yeah, but they're not too bad to get past. Once you get past them, they leave you alone.
Yeah, I never really found them as much of a threat as the Reapers or anything.
They don't chase you really. They're just kind of.
If you get in the line of sight, that's when they attack you.
Yeah, see, they're pretty easy to avoid. They're kind of slow.
Yeah. And so you go inside this thing, and it turns out it's a containment center for the Sea Emperor, who at this point in time you don't really know if it's good or bad.
Yeah, but you go in.
You go in regardless.
Yeah, of course.
Because, you don't have anything else at this point. This is your only lead for a cure, because you want to get off this island, or this world, planet.
Yeah.
And you go in, and you hop down in the water, and the water's, like, very clear. Not clear, but, like, it's just a nice shade of blue. And you hop down on this, like, little ledge, and all of a sudden this massive, the biggest creature in the game.
Yeah.
That's still alive, actually. The gargantuan Leviathan is like 10 times bigger than the Sea Emperor. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. And
I wonder if it was peaceful too, unless it wanted to murder people.
no, it's not peaceful.
Oh,
It
fun.
was the opposite of peaceful. Yeah. And you it gives you the cure basically, but you have to do a whole bunch of things, of course.
Yeah.
And I really like how the late game is set up, because all you have to do is just go back up to the containment area, and there's different portals that will lead you to the different areas of the game.
Yep.
To give you the hatching enzyme.
Yep. You have to do all the things.
Yeah. And you do that, you hatch the babies, and the babies go out of the thing, and you're killed, basically.
Yep. Because then the Emperor starts to release the enzyme completely to heal the entire planet, and then it dies.
Well, the babies release an enzyme.
Oh, I thought she did too.
Maybe she did. I don't know. But I was
She
always
did
under the
too, because
assumption
she
that
started, but the babies kept on going because the babies
maybe.
ran away.
No,
they're such bad children.
Well, she told them to go. Go, be free, cure the road, And you go back to the gun island, and it sticks you in the hand again, and it shuts down.
Yeah.
Which is a really cool sequence. I love that sequence.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting hungry, aren't you?
Of course I am. I already told you.
And then you build the Neptune rocket.
Which takes forever.
Yes. and it's massive.
Yes.
And
Isn't
then
it like 3 parts? You have to buy...
No, you have to do 4.
4?
There's the pad.
I'm never building it.
There's the pad that you have to build, and then there's the 3 parts of the rocket.
I'm never building it. It's not worth it.
Actually, it very much is. Like, it is like honestly one of the coolest parts of the game.
Yeah, but then I can never go back.
Yes, you can.
Oh.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you can just go back to whenever you didn't have it built.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can save it before entering it.
Nice.
And then just, you know.
I'm gonna move the vehicle bay so that it's not in my way.
Fail. That's fail.
Put it near an island. I don't go near the islands very often.
Put it back up the raw.
Oh! The Reapers will get it.
Well, I was kind of thinking, like, you know, when the rocket takes off, it, like, may explode some part of it, and, like, you know, maybe the Aurora will explode too and just kill everything.
We ended the world. It was us.
I don't know, but, like, Subnautica always has, like, this deep fondness under me.
Say that again?
Subnautica is always, like, fun. I'm always, like, fond of Subnautica.
Yeah. You've always been fond of that game. It's such a good game. But it's still horror, no matter how Hayden wants to spin it.
Like,
because it's scary.
Like, there's parts of this game that will always stick with me. But before I talk about one part, I want to end the story recap. And so you launch a rocket and you get an overview of the planet. And there's also some people who say you can see where Below Zero takes place.
You probably can.
Yeah, there's like a huge island with all ice and stuff, and people think that's where Below Zero takes place.
Probably.
And the real kicker is the lady, the PDA, saying that you owe like what, 1 trillion?
And you owe like a ridiculous amount of money because you took resources.
Yeah. Yeah, from all the resources you collected.
Yeah.
Throughout the game. Yeah, my bill was very high.
Yeah.
With like the 10 different bases I made.
Yeah. You need to make the rocket just to see how much you've used inside
unfortunately,
your save.
Unfortunately, it doesn't change.
Oh.
No.
What?
No, it does not change.
It should change. It would make total
agree.
sense.
I agree.
That kind of tracking would be hilarious.
Right.
What? How much can I use?
But those is like this. The most scared I've ever been inside this game.
Yeah.
I was at the gun island trying to. I think I was collecting different things for. I was near the end game. And there's that Reaper out there, and you can hear it out in the distance. I had a Cyclops in there. I'm trying to get a Poncho up there because, of course, the Poncho is like buggy sometimes and doesn't want to.
It just kind of moves weird.
Yeah. They fix and I actually use a Poncho a lot in Below Zero. I will say that.
Oh, good. I'm sorry, I want to try that stupid bus that you keep on saying. The water truck.
Sea truck?
Yes, I want to try that because that sounds fun.
But it's not the sea moth or Cyclops.
Yeah, I know. The Cyclops is iconic.
I do understand why they put the sea truck in there instead of the Cyclops, because the map is so much more condensed.
Yeah.
And less open.
Yeah.
And if you had a Cyclops, you'll be like hitting everything in sight.
Don't tell me you didn't hit everything in sight with the freaking
I 100% it, but that's just because I'm a horrible driver. It's just like...
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a lot more like nail caves and stuff.
We totally shouldn't tell them that you hit a freaking tree with your sea moth while we were playing a bit. Just crash, and you're like, what was there? There's a tree there. Whoops. No kidding.
Anyway, yeah, so I was inside the like the little room with the pool in the gun island.
Yeah.
And on the actual gun thing where you can like dock your Cyclops and get up and do stuff.
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden, it was so loud, I heard the Reaper. Like, it was right next to me. And I quickly paused the game because I was like, crap, I'm dead.
Yeah.
But it was nowhere. But it sounded like it was right in front of me.
The game said, I'm going to terrify him.
Because I was like, I was there for like at least 10 minutes at that point trying to get up on the stupid ledge.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Oh, there's one other story I had to tell. I don't know if it was a Reaper or Ghost. I can't remember.
The ghosts are just creepy. And they're just so deadly and I hate them.
I know there was one time I was venturing out beyond the void. So there's this area of the game called the void.
Help me remember. The Reaper Leviathans we see inside the areas, those are just babies. They're not full grown, are they?
Are they? I never scanned one.
I thought that the ones that were out inside the void were the fully grown ones.
No, you're thinking of ghosts.
Am I thinking of ghosts?
Yeah.
Oh, so the ghost ones are babies.
Yes, the ghost ones are the babies, and the ones in the void are adult.
And they're massive.
Yes. Yeah. So I know there was one time I was trying to get to the gun island, but I was like way off course and like went straight past and into the void.
Whatever you're doing, I hope you are.
I only got that voice line. I only says it once.
Yeah.
So
whatever you're doing, I hope you know something.
There are multiple Leviathan class creatures. Are you sure what you're doing is worth it?
Nope, it's not.
Yeah, so I was like driving. If I was like having a Mario time driving Cyclops, and all of a sudden it's like creature check. I was like, huh, that's real. I'll check the cameras, and then there was this massive ghost. I was like, I think I passed where I need to go to.
Like, I think I'm in the void.
No, the other story I want to tell. You have to go to the bathroom.
No.
Okay. The other story I want to tell. Well, act like you're getting up.
I wasn't.
Okay. The other story I want to say was there was this one time I was near the dunes. I think I was traveling back to my base, and all of a sudden my Cyclops was like, "Ronin, creature attack." I'm like, oh, okay, it's probably just sand shark or something like that. That's setting it off. And I check the cameras, and all I see behind my Cyclops is a creeper tail going away from it. I was like, oh, I was so close to death. I was so close to death. Is there anything else you want to say?
I like Subnautica. I just suck at finishing games.
Unless it has something to do with Zelda. Well, Animal Crossing.
You know what's crazy? I still haven't finished, Tears of the Kingdom.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not the new one, is it?
That's the sequel to Breath of the Wild.
Oh, that one's out?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't play Zelda, so,
He doesn't have a Nintendo, so...
Well, Zelda was never, really my type of game anyway.
That's fair. Thank you for listening to us gab for a long time.
47 minutes, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but still, gabbing for a long time.
If you have nothing else, I'm going to close it.
I have nothing else.
This is Two Idiots Talk Call. Oh crap, I screwed it up. I screwed up my part. This is a graveyard shift for Two Idiots Talk Call.
Bye!
Good night, everyone.